All right, everyone. So we've been waiting for anything about Gears of War E Day, literally anything. And we finally got something. So this is from restart.run. Gears of War E Day could have been Gears of War 6 instead. So this came from the voice actor um, of JD Phoenix, also known as Liam J. McIntyre. He said, "We did Gears 4 and 5, and there was a suggestion that maybe there would be a Gears 6, but the team wanted to try something new, as I understand it. And honestly, it looks great. Can't wait to play." So there's a few things that I want to break down here. First is that they decided to go the E Day route versus Gears of War 6. Now, I think this is a great idea because when I think about this Gears of War series, the one thing that comes to mind more than anything is it just doesn't have the relevance it once had. I've played a little bit of Gears of War 5, not a ton, but I played a little bit of it. You play the game, it's still a very good game, right? There's still that Gears of War charm, but if you weren't around during the 360 days when Gears of War 2 came out and we had Gears of War multiplayer or for the Gears of War 3 beta, you don't understand how big of a deal Gears of War was at one point, and it's just not that anymore. So I think going back to the start, right, literally before the start of the first game to try to get your bearings on this and kind of revitalize the franchise, I think it's a great move. You know, you see with Reloaded, it feels like Reloaded didn't quite hit the way maybe we, especially on this channel, we were kind of hyping it up a lot, but it just didn't have the staying power because once it was released, that was kind of all we got. You know, sure, you got some updates, but nothing of major substance. And I think that in some ways it was by design because this wasn't supposed to be anything more than just the re-release, right? It's just Gears of War Reloaded. That's it. But this game, E Day, is the one that has to deliver, and so I think that was a good move. But the other part of this I think is important and worth discussing is, but the team wanted to try something new, as I understand it, and honestly, it looks great. Can't wait to play. So this is someone who's obviously, has a reason in some ways to be upset with what's going on, right? Maybe he would have preferred to have Gears of War 6, but he's saying it looks great and he cannot wait to play it. Like to me, when I hear that, you do get a level of excitement. You get a level of excitement that what they're doing is actually trying to bring this series back in a real way. Not just, hey, let's keep cashing in on the Gears of War title. Like everything we've heard, which hasn't been much, but what we have heard has all been we want to bring new stuff to Gears of War while making sure we keep what made Gears of War Gears of War. And if they could walk that line, we're in for a great game. And it's really the reason this channel even exists. When I was playing Gears of War 2 back in the day with all my friends and all of that, that was peak, right? That was we all loved that game. Then of course I've kind of fell out of love necessarily with the series, and not for anything the series did. I just wasn't playing the games. And then when I heard about Reloaded, I said, you know what? We'll start a YouTube channel on it. And it's been a lot of fun to this point, right? Obviously, we've had some ups and downs in terms of we were posting a lot and we got a lot of great feedback, but I wanted to really kind of hunker down and find the right channel plan. And I think we got that now with what's going to be coming out soon. And in the run up to E Day, with we're going to have news, we're going to have all of it. But if this game can deliver, I think this is the perfect environment for them to release a banger of a game. I cannot wait to go on YouTube, not just my channel, but other channels. See my YouTube homepage. I want it filled with Gears of War E Day content and people saying Gears of War is back. That's what I want, right? I want that more than anything. And if we can get that, I'm going to be pumped. So put in the comments what you think. I think this is great news. You have, like I said, a little bit of insight here into what we're about to see. I'm going to be thinking about this a lot. And honestly, it looks great. Can't wait to play it. Those words, please, Gears of War E Day, live up to those words. Because if they do, I can't wait. Thank you all for watching.